Hello and welcome back after a very long break from commentary to W2WR AL1. We are currently on round 7 round Canada. So we're doing this a special one-off. There is myself, Bloomstar 1986, and I have a special guest with me tonight. If he wants to introduce himself.
Oh yeah, it is from Chaos.
All the way from the other side of the pond.
Yeah, probably sound completely different, but yeah. The accent's a little different, so.
Yeah, a little different from Devil, who was doing it before, who was going to do it with me tonight, but he's currently engaged elsewhere.
Not many on the track right now.
No, we've got a few people out. We've got one driver who's on a race ban this race. We've also got two who have fell for a qualifying ban because Monaco, last race, did not fail to bring a spectacular race, but unfortunately there was a few collisions, meaning we had penalties. So who should we go on board with, Chaos?
So right now I'm on Facillo, coming down to the hairpin. Went pretty well
Have you
through
got
the hairpin.
The sound glitch as well?
I haven't tried the onboard yet. Let's try that. No, I do not.
Oh, yeah, I've got the sound glitch. So should we follow him on his flying lap now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh wait,
that was his flying lap. We're a little bit slow today.
Well, it sets the bar at a 1 minute 9.821.
Ooh, and then Cookie tops him with a, oh man, that's really hard. 108.834. There we go. It just had to get out of the sun so I could read it.
Well, I can tell you that last season, Cookie took pole position with a 1 minute 10.7, so he's already improved his time.
It's amazing the speed difference between last game and this one.
Yeah. I think setups are a lot harder on this game as well.
They really are.
The handling modules changed quite a lot.
Yeah, one small adjustment. One small adjustment it'll make or break a setup, definitely. Oh yeah, I have this sound glitch on the cookies on me.
So I'm just on the camera and I think he's coming in for his finish his flying lap. Let's see where we go. Oh, and he goes top with a 1 minute 8.817.
Just barely edged him out.
He has, but he got there.
There's quite a few still on the pit. A lot of people are on their cooldown laps.
I'm just trying to share the link for live stream. Few places.
Caution in sector 3. I think someone's going to be out of fuel. That's pretty annoying noise. Alright, Facillo's coming out again. And now I do have the sound glitch. Yeah.
Right, yeah. We'll follow Facillo. Funny enough, I haven't got it this time now.
Well, there you go. Now you can run with them. Double stack in the pits coming in. Cookie put a lot faster lap down. A 108.567. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm on board with Ben right now. Definitely a flying lap. Probably won't see as much chaos, no pun intended, without with us not being monitored.
No, but there was one thing to look out for last season down Canada with penalties. We had two drivers got 5 places because at wheel to wheel you've got the rule where if you exceed 4 corner cutting penalties, then you drop a place for every penalty gained after that.
And there's a lot of places to get corner cutting penalties here.
There is. And it looks like he doesn't improve on his timing. Yellow flag in sector 2. Would that be Priscilla? Oh no, there's looks like Glocky warming up on his outlet.
Yep.
Priscilla
same with Chewy.
Wasn't interrupted too much by that. Coming round to sector 3.
It seems like everyone has the engine glitch on mine every time I try to go to the onboard now.
It's not very good, is it?
No. It's the only part that needs to be fixed because it's very, very annoying when you're trying to watch the in-car view.
And Facillo crossing the line, and he does improve, gets into provisional P3. 10 minutes left to qualifying now. Got a few cars out on the track.
Alright, oh wow, Glocky does not have the sandwich. Right on board with him.
Most cars seem to be on the purple wall tyre, the pink wall tyre, which are the Hypersoft. I can't see them lasting very long. They seem to be burn away very quickly.
Yeah, just from seeing the practice sessions and being in some of them myself, they really don't last long. You really burn the rear tires up here really fast.
We're currently on board with Shoe. So he's going for a flying lap.
Oh, Glocky's getting slowed up by Priscilla on the hairpin. Switch to Chewy, we'll cover back. And the engine work. We'll just go to broadcast. There we go. Coming through there you can really gain a lot of time too if you just attack the first curve, but there's such a fine line between getting the corner cutting penalty and gaining a lot of time without it. And Chewy stays in. What's Chewy in here? Now Jordan. Oh, is Jordan taking his lap, or is he coming in? No, he's taking his lap. Track is pretty quiet right now.
Yeah, there's obviously not many drivers allowed to qualify. And I think, right.
I think Jordan just aborted his qualifying lap. Wow, there's a caution in every sector.
I think Jordan's on a qualifying ban.
Oh yeah, I think so.
So Cookie and Facillo are both on their outlap, but they're both at the same part of track. So Facillo slowing right up. He's trying to leave a space. Oh, what are they doing? I thought they're trying to drag race each other.
Yeah, you gotta find fun in qualifying also. I guess that's how you do it.
Well, I think they all know that we're doing the commentary, so I think we're trying to make a something fun for the fans.
trying to get them mentioned.
Right, we see
Harry Ben is on the ultra
side. Very
side.
close to the wall. Cookie, a little bit of luck up there as he's coming around turn 1. This will be interesting to see how Cookie and Facillo handle going around qualifying quite close together.
Especially from the graph, it looks like Facillo's on new Hypersofts and Cookie is on 2-lap old ones.
Ooh. Oh, and Cookie's just lost a little bit of wing of the hairpin just at the start of sector 3. So that will make taking this last chicane very hard, especially when he's got pressure from Facillo behind.
Ooh, and Harry Ben just
he abandons it too. He goes straight into the pits. But Facillo has carried on.
When Harry Ben jumps,
and he improves.
Yep, just moved Harry Ben, who just moved up to P3.
So who we got? Chewy on the outlap. Who's in front of Chewy?
Who is in front of Chewy?
Is that Lee Finley? But he must be coming in to pit.
Yeah.
Again, Lee Finley's on a qualifying ban.
Yep.
Lee Finley, who's currently the league leader for AL1.
Very fast driver. Very fast.
I'm sure he had some problems in qualifying. No, he wasn't. The DNF for an incident in qualifying for Spain, but he still managed to take the lead, take the race win with time to spare.
Yeah, that was a really good drive. Commercial break. Oh, and again. We gotta bring some comedy to it, so. That was really loud, too. I'm telling you, man, the onboard gives you the best view of the track.
It does, but
with the engine. Oh, and I guess Jordan was not on a qualifying ban because he just went to the top with a 108.055.
Ooh, maybe I was wrong. I apologise if I was.
Yeah, I really thought he was too. Man, I'm telling you that. You would imagine the game would have at least fixed the sound of being in the car, but oh, the track's busy now though.
It is. I think I'm just going to go and check the FIA office. Who's on the qualifying ban? Lee Finley is qualifying ban. Mr. Flash is on a qualifying ban. and Alex Musical has a race ban. So there we go, I was wrong, I do apologise Jordan. He was not on a qualifying ban, as he sets the fastest lap. As I think he's run out of fuel.
And here comes Twirling Orange to the line, and jumps from 8th to 7th.
See, that is still a quick time.
Yeah, he's on the purple walled ultra soft tires. That is a really quick time.
So who should we follow for the last lap, or last possible couple laps?
Who's up front? Glocky? No, he's took a little track through the dirt.
Although, should we watch Cookie?
Yeah, I'd say Cookie.
Cookie took pole last season, so I think it'd be well worth watching his last flying lap.
And another quick driver.
Yeah. So what are we thinking the weather's going to be?
Well, in Canada, there's always a chance for rain. So,
well, last season it rained up until about the last 10 laps, I think it was, for AL1.
Oh, really? Yeah, it makes for better racing. It really does.
It does. I do like a change in the weather, because it just makes you have to strategize a bit more, and it makes you, where some people will be winning flat out in a race. Oh, is that a bit of contact with the wall from Cookie? I think it might have been.
Yeah, he had a lot of oversteer throughout the lap.
He's slowed right down now, so I think he's
done. Yeah, he is finished. Who's on? Is anyone on the track?
There is only Lee Finley out, but he's
on a ban. Yep. So that should be it.
I forgot what I was saying now.
It happens to the best of us. Jordan, P1, yeah, a little over 4/10 faster than second place. That's a smoking lap.
That is a crazy lap from Jordan. Like I say, it's well over 2.5 seconds faster than pole last season. Obviously last season was on 2017, slightly different game, slightly different handling. But yeah, nothing can take away from that lap.
It's been the McLaren show this season, though, between him and Lee Finley.
Well, as I say, Lee Finley is top of the table. Have a look at the AL1 standings. Right, actually, let's go through as I normally do. We've got P1 for Jordan Musk, P2 for Glocky, P3 for Cookie Games, P4 for Facillo, P5 for Harry Ben, P6 for Cameron, P7 for Chewy, P8 for Polly Orange, and P9 and P10 for Lee Finley and Mr. Flash, who was both on a qualifying ban. So their times obviously not representative of their speed, because they are much quicker drivers than that. That was obviously just a slow lap to make sure the car works and they're happy with the setup before the race.
It'll be fun watching them come through the field.
It will, although there isn't as much of a field as there should be.
Yeah.
But anybody watching, you know, if you want to join Wheel to Wheel, we've got a forum. You should be able to find it on our site, on our Facebook page, and on our community on PlayStation. So if you want to join, just request a sign up, and then all we ask is for a short induction. Then we just take you around for a test track, just to see that you can navigate your way through traffic, more to see that you're a clean driver rather than see that you are the fastest guy there.
Because there's a lot of bad ones on the game.
Yes.
A lot of bad
I mean, that's
drivers.
the whole benefit of league racing, because you go on these open lobbies and you're just surrounded by idiots. Not all
They
the
should.
time. I have met a few good people on there, and then funnily enough, I add them, message them, and then half of them come to the league because it's just a better place to be than
It
online
really
with
is.
randomers.
I used to
I
race
mean, I
in.
really like the fact they've brought that safety, like the safety rating in.
See, I do too, but they said that it's supposed to help you get with better drivers or people in your safety rating. But I still find, or at least I found myself, like as a B safety rating, still racing with D's and stuff, and it will cause you to drop because obviously they're idiots. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not as clear cut as you see it, because the game's got to try and understand what's going on, and nine
yeah,
times out of 10, it can't comprehend who's at fault for an accident. I find
yeah,
half the time someone runs into me and I get a warning.
yeah, yeah, and
But
that's yeah, and it doesn't make sense. Or the illegal
no,
overtakes when someone's completely spun around. Those I don't
yeah.
understand either.
So the idea is great, but in practice, it doesn't always work out for the best.
Yeah. Here in the States, at least, in certain different aspects of racing, a lot of times the commentators will like pick who they think would win. Who do you think will win?
Oh, well, I definitely think Lee Finley will be on the podium. I can 100% say that.
That is a safe pick.
Get off the fence.
Yeah. Get off the bandwagon. Go with the dark horse.
So the dark horse, I think. Tough one. See, Cookie got pole here last season, and he's obviously a strong driver. I can't take anything away from Jordan. Jordan, his race etiquette has improved quite a lot. I would call him AL1's Max Verstappen, because I think when he first joined the league, he definitely had a lot of pace, but finding his place in the league, I think he's definitely done that now.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick. I think, I really think, yeah, Cookie's got the pace, but I think it's going to come down to strategy, and I think Orange is going to win.
Ooh, I do like Orange.
Very good driver.
Him quite well. I normally jump into some lobbies with him, and he always beats me because, of course, I'm AL2, he's AL1.
Exactly. They have way more pace than we do. Yeah. But I think
I do like that sometimes it's not the pace that wins the race.
It's the strategy.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I think Chewy's going to be on the podium.
Yeah, Chewy knows. He's been doing this. I don't know how long.
He's
one
a
of the
seasoned
first
vet.
people I met.
Very good guy. Very good guy. But I know who will not be on the podium, and that's you. I know who's not going to be on the podium, and that's you and me. So maybe Friday.
Well, a couple of the drivers are readying up now.
Should be about time for the formation lap.
And yeah, bring on, lights out. A few stats about Canada. First Grand Prix was 1978. There are 70 laps with a race distance of 305.27 kilometers, and the lap record in real life is held by Rubens Barrichello, set in 2004 at a 1 minute 13.6.
And
I did have a look
sure
as
it was
well.
in a
The
Ferrari too.
last race, Max Verstappen got a 1:13.8, so they're still not beating it today. Yeah. So as we do the formation lap, we'll just go down. We'll have a look at each driver. We've got Jordan Musk racing for McLaren in P1, Glocky for Renault in P2, Cookie for Ferrari in P3, Fusillo in 4th for Toro Rosso, Harry Ben, which was last season's, he held fastest lap last season for the race in McLaren. Cameron is in Red Bull P6, Chewy also Red Bull in P7, Polly Orange for McLaren in P8, and then Lee Finley in the McLaren P9, and Mr. Flash P10 for Ferrari. Of course, both on a qualifying ban.
So here's a question for you. If you're on a qualifying ban and there's more than one, who actually physically starts in the back? If you both do a lap. I guess it doesn't matter as long as you start in the back.
Well, I suppose they're at the back, but they're in championship order.
Yeah, that would be true. Yeah,
that was purely fluke. That was not decided. The other question, just before lights out, how many pit on lap 1?
I'm gonna say 3.
And lights out. Oh, hang on.
It's a delay. It's terrible. There we go. Now there's lights out. Coming.
And a
3 wide.
Start from Fusillo.
Cookie touches. And there's a lot of contact.
There is Fusillo up on the inside of the Renault. Let's get some details up on here. Position changes.
First is pulled away from the field a little.
Yeah. Harry Bent up on the inside of the Red Bull. I can see Ferrari going off slightly. Ferrari taking the inside, but it didn't have the speed, so the Red Bulls overtook him.
Cookie is overtaken through the chicane on the outside.
Cameron having gained 2 places now. Top 3 slowly pulling away. Lock up there from Glocky.
Pretty clean start.
A few position changes. It was a clean start, to be fair. How many pits? Let's see. I did think I seen some damage to Fusillo. He carried on there. And, and Cookie there into the wall of champions. Cookie missing the 2 fins off the front of his wing and the end plate. That's gonna cause him some havoc from now. Cookie having dropped 2 places already, I would not be surprised if he goes into the pits now. Harry Ben making a move on Cookie. Cookie obviously trying to deal with the damage that he's got to his front wing.
Yeah, that's going to hurt him a lot. Yeah, that's going to hurt him a lot.
That is. I can see Lee Finley coming up now. He's knocking. So Mr. Flash is still at the back.
Oh, somebody threw the grass. Oh, it was orange.
It was yeah, I think that was an evasive manoeuvre. I think he missed his braking point.
Yep.
Now he'll get around with that. Now is Cookie going to pit?
No, he's not pitting.
No, he doesn't.
He's going to try to tough it out a few laps, it looks like. Fusillo with the fastest lap. Oh, Cameron with the fastest lap. I didn't even get it out.
DRS enabled.
Will we see any safety cars here?
3 second time penalty for Cameron. already into flat 3. It's definitely the one thing that we have to try and manage in Canada is the penalties, because otherwise you'll finish second, but you'll be dropping places through penalties.
Yep, Lee's going around Cookie. He's completed the overtake. Oh, Cookie tried to battle back, couldn't he?
Ooh, Cookie touched the wall again.
That wing is really hurting him right now.
It is. Oh, and a bit of a lock-up as well. And he's gone in deep.
Yep.
And allowed Paul
got the inside.
On the inside. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, he completed it.
Holding now, leaning past. Yeah.
Oh, battling back on the outside. And he's got it. Jordan up the fastest lap.
Can't believe Cookie's holding on with that wing damage.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, it's just so.
Oh, it was a clean overtake, but it wasn't that clean. Oh, and he's across the grass. He's dropping down. He should have pitted.
Yeah, he's really paying for it now.
That's it. He's left. It's a shame.
Really good qualifying effort.
Right, let's jump back up. Who we got Facillo, who's really close to Glocky, fighting for second place. So Facillo will have DRS coming down the sector 3. Moving up on the inside. He's made the pass.
He's got him cleanly. Oh, and they touch.
I can see a bit of wing, yeah. There's a bit of wing from the Renault flying down. I think that will be one for the stewards to review, I think, one day. Oh, and Facillo overshot.
It's a big battle up for the... Well,
maybe, I think Facillo gave him the place back there.
Oh, Facillo disconnected.
Oh no.
Our first casualty of the race.
At least his car ghosted.
Yeah, it really, yeah, because he drove right through it. Yeah. I bet someone's heart was in their throat when they came through that corner.
Oh, Cookie. Oh, it's such a shame. You can't see when the car's crashed out. I'm spectating that.
Cookie's done 2 in 1 lap.
So was that a retirement, or was that into the wall?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I wish you could go back and look so you could actually see, but I don't understand why you would well, I mean, probably pushing it when your wing's in a bad way.
Oh, maybe he did trying to push it a bit too hard, and then he ended up taking his wheel off.
Yeah. There's a big
Cameron
battle.
made it past Glocky there on the sector 3. Jordan must now 6 seconds clear of second place. Obviously, the pole sitter is taking full advantage of that clean air.
And his teammates charged his way up through the field also. Lee Finley.
He is. Go to him now. Oh, yellow flag on sector 3. It's only Jordan in sector 3.
The yellow flag. Oh, and Lee. But he makes it work.
So Lee Finley with DRS. Glocky will also have DRS on Cameron. Glocky moving up on the inside of Cameron before the chicane. Ooh, and he cuts that corner slightly, but he's holding on. Cameron trying to take the position back. Lee Finley all the time in the background, just waiting for time to pounce.
Glocky with a
time penalty. Oh, and he cuts across Lee a little bit there. It's very tight racing here. Lee Finley now having gained 5 places, fighting for second already.
think with the cars in front of Lee, it's just a matter of time. I don't think you can really get away from him.
Well, Glocky had a little bit of damage, so he seems to be controlling it quite well, and certainly when he's got DRS.
Oh, what's the inside?
Slipstream.
Nope, and he locks up a little under the hairpin. That was a big one.
So again, we're going to have Lee and Glocky both with DRS. So Glocky's going to be taking Cameron whilst Lee's taking Glocky. Ooh, and it's tight.
Ooh.
Not a place where you want to try and overtake.
It's a lot of giving in that corner.
Pulling up the side. He hasn't. Oh, he's on the inside of turn 1. And that's some good wheel-to-wheel racing there. Lee not quite able to take the place yet.
Oh, he's going to take it here? Nope, he did not.
Harry Ben also now joining the queue. As I say, Harry Ben took the fastest lap last season here in Canada. So he will undoubtedly have some pace. And here we go again. Glocky has dropped back slightly from Cameron, but he'll still have the toe and he's still got DRS. Lee Finley, maybe he just doesn't have the straight line speed to match Glocky's.
Oh, I think there's going to be a... Oh yeah, into the inside Glocky goes.
Up on the inside. Oh, taking that inside line, they just break a bit too much. Lee's up on the inside of Glocky now.
Yeah, I think that was the problem with trying to take the outside of him into turn 1. Is you're on the inside in turn 1, but you're the outside in turn 2, and it leaves the door open for the cars behind.
Oh, Lee is pushing his way up. But again, this whole time, Harry Bent is immediately behind.
He's going to make a move on Glocky. No, and he doesn't. He's on the gearbox though. Just to mention, Jordan is now 9.6 seconds ahead of PT. And I think it's got to be frustrating for the guys stuck behind the slower guys that it's letting the leader get away. Yeah. You want to get around them as fast as possible. Oh, Lee
managed to make the move on Cameron. Glocky's
fighting back. Oh, there. Oh, and there's a crash. Oh, there was a crash. I saw a lot of wing, but I didn't see any from Cameron. Yeah, Lee's lost wing. Yep, they both have. They both lost the end plate.
Ooh. I'm wondering how the tyres are getting on. 10 laps in. How are them Hypersofts holding?
I would assume that they're not holding up very well at this point.
Well, Lee is on the Ultras, so he'll be cursing going in and pitting for a new wing because he will want to keep hold of them Ultrasofts. So it might be a change of strategy for Lee.
Yep. I think you have to at this point.
Chewy's just pitted. I didn't see any damage for Chewy. But maybe his Hypersofts have given.
Yep. I think that's it.
Oh, and Harry Ben has just made the move on Glocky. Glocky, of course, still having a tiny bit of wing damage from before. But he seems to be managing pretty well. Leon Cameron pit.
I think Porley and Mr. Flash have just teamed up to move through the field.
Oh yeah, Mr. Flash obviously now taking advantage of the fact that Lee and Cameron have pitted, Cookie's DNF'd and Facillo's disconnected. Mr. Flash is now up into P5.
It's not very fun when you can't see the reason why someone DNF'd, if they disconnected or they actually hit the wall.
Yeah.
Things to fix that they haven't yet, I guess.
Yeah. Have you noticed as well they've took away when you're in TCAM, you can't move around, you can't look around.
And that doesn't make sense either, because sometimes you can get the better angle, or you know, of people being close by looking back, and you can't.
Yeah, but you used to be able to, so it's something they've consciously took away.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense.
And it made things easier with appeals and stuff. I mean, if someone was looking around or something like that to see what exactly happened, there's not as many angles to look at anymore.
No. I mean, it's very clever, the spectator mode, I must say.
Yeah.
But there are odd occasions when it flicks to the camera and you just think, what good is this to you to anybody? Certainly right now.
Yeah, because I'm on flash right now and it's showing the back of his car when the next car is 17 seconds behind him, so...
So, coming down sector 3, we've got Paulie Orange, who's got DRS on Glocky. Glocky's also got DRS, so it's going to make it harder for him to be taken, but Paulie is right on his tail.
I think Glocky got through the chicane a little better than
Glocky actually is making a move on Hairy Ben. He tried to take the outside. Ooh, I think there was a bit of rubbing. Lee Finley is now closing on the tube.
Let's see, what tire did he choose? Oh, he went on the
He's
super
gone
soft.
on the super softs.
He's going to try to go
the
to
hardest compound here. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know what the weather's like. Oh, and he touches the wall.
Ooh.
I think I'm going to flick back to Glocky because he's just coming into sector 3 with DRS on Hairy Ben. But again, Paulie Orange will be right there with DRS also. But Glocky has not got much ERS at all. Whereas Paulie's got 60% battery.
Yeah, that ERS is a game changer.
It really is. I struggled to control it to begin with, to be honest, but
yeah, it was a big change to figure, you know, to manage it throughout a whole lap or through a whole race, especially 100% race like what we race.
Yeah. So Jordan is now 10.6 seconds ahead. So I don't know if he's just trying to conserve his tyres or whether Hairy Ben's put in some good laps there. And I'm sure he was over 11 seconds ahead before.
Yeah, it seems like these three just can't get away from each other.
No, but it brings something good to see.
It really does.
Paulie is managing his ERS a lot better.
From what I found, it's a lot easier to manage it when you're the car in the back than if you're in the one in the front trying to defend it.
Yeah. Right, I think I'm going to flick to Lee Finley.
Oh yeah, because he's got Chewy.
Cameron's dropped back slightly. Facillo's car. I think Facillo's back in.
His
car's solid and he's pretty
yeah, racy.
faster than an AI pace.
Yeah. And if that's the case, that's one of the rules you can't do on World War.
Oh, in fact, I've flicked back to Glocky and Paulie because they are tight. Oh, Glocky is trying to move on Harry Ben.
Oh, Ben went in the pit.
But that gives Glocky a free DRS to try and defend against Paulie Orange, who's chasing him down. Oh, and I got to flick back to Lee now because Lee is also overtaking Chewy. Makes the move complete before the chicane.
So what would you say is more important here, the straight line speed or the downforce?
I think it's more a straight line speed track, because if you have got downforce, you can just be completely rinsed on the straights.
Yeah, and there's some very long ones here.
Yeah.
Orange to the inside of Glocky. Oh, he didn't make it.
Yep.
He didn't stick. He's going to have DRS and Glocky won't, though.
He's got DRS and Glocky's got nobody to drag from, and
I think
Glocky's got a lot less DRS. Paulie has got 90% battery. He is...
Oh, and then Glocky goes into pit. It's a smart strategy.
It is. So where are they going to come out?
Oh, and the leader pitted. I did not notice that. Oh, I think he just scrubbed the wall. The leader.
Oh,
or Jordan.
Paulie.
I think Jordan. Yeah, when he came out of the pits. He was up front for so long. I'm like the leader. Yeah, I think it
got Mr. Flash.
I think barring.
Sorry, go on.
Up. Yeah, I think Lee's banking on the weather not to rain, because the super softs is definitely a risky strategy, but they could possibly get you to the end.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we've got Paulie and Mr. Flash, who've yet to pit.
Yeah, I think there's still a lot of life left in those tires.
Yeah, well, Jordan's just pitted and is 2 seconds off first place, or 3 seconds off first place.
Having that big gap while everyone else behind him is fighting definitely helps when it comes to the pit stops.
Lee Finley's got in front of Harry Ben, so Lee Finley now up in 4th.
Just a matter of time of when Corley and Mister's gonna pit, because they're gonna lose a lot of time when Jordan catches them.
Yeah. See now, what's the other thing to do? Because if Jordan overtakes him, then they can slipstream in and DRS off him as long as they can keep up with him for a little bit.
Jordan missed the second corner in the chicane.
Did it?
I think he outbraked himself.
He's right up close to the facility.
Seems like the extra DRS on here too now doesn't seem to be producing a lot of overtakes either.
No. I think first, second and third very tight. Obviously Jordan's got the much fresher tyres, so
he needs to get going into turn one. Oh, he's
I
in.
think he is.
To the outside. He's gonna, I thought the crossover was coming all easy there. No.
Well, he needs to. Oh,
he's got him. And it showed the worst camera angle of when he went to turn. It was like over the right side of the car, so you could never see Flash. I think it's on full attack mode for Corley now. He knows he's got the better tires. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah. Well, Jordan is in DRS range. He's got a lot of battery. So, like I say, he needs to get this move done quick to keep his tyres fresh. Otherwise he'll be struggling to get past Paulie and he'll be using his tyres up. Unless Paulie's going to pit. And he doesn't.
Up to the inside one, easily overtakes.
Yeah.
Seems like after the round of pit stops, well, he's back up P4.
Yeah. 9 seconds away from a podium place. It looks like it's getting slightly more overcast now.
Seems like in Canada there's always a chance for rain.
Well, that's what I'm just looking at, because it was clear blue sky when we started, but the clouds are gathering.
Mm-hmm.
It's the other problem with spectator mode, you've got no idea on the weather.
I know, you really should.
Paulie's pitted. Flash still staying out. Flash having lasted the longest on the... Oh wait, he's on options.
Yeah, perks of starting outside the top 10.
Well, I think he was 10th.
Or knowing he's going to start in the back.
Yeah. See that pit stop now. Paulie just coming out in 9th. Basilio's definitely back in his car.
Yeah, you can't do that. Do you remember what lap that was? So someone can note it? Because yeah, or I'm sure they are. I'm sure they noticed.
Yeah.
It's a wonder no one sent him a message to leave, but... So I think from the looks of it, that really the pit stop for Lee really didn't, really didn't hurt him, because I think when Jordan pitted, it was 10 seconds gap. So when Flash pits, it's only going to be 11 from the leader to second place. So it's not really that bad.
No, but Lee obviously had a lot of damage for one lap.
Yeah.
He pitted and had a wing change, so it meant his pit would have been even longer. he's also running the harder compounder tyres, so he's got less grip. So although right now he's still 11 seconds behind first place, I think the race strategy, he's certainly in a stronger position.
Definitely. Could have been a blessing in disguise. Because especially if he can go to the end on the super softs, Jordan, according to the gap, Jordan pulls on him before the pit stop, but may come out better for it.
He was awfully close to the wall of champions.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Glocky. He's moving in on Chewy. Surprisingly, there's been quite a lot of battles. It hasn't been just a train of cars separated by a lot of seconds. So it's been some good racing, some good battles.
Yeah.
Ooh, seeing a little oversteer from Chewy's car.
Yeah, and Glocky's trying to capitalise on that now. Just tiny lockup. He's got good exit speed on the hairpin. Gonna have DRS. He hasn't got much DRS. He doesn't seem to.
He's not one for saving it.
No.
Locking. Oh, looked like he cut a little of the corner.
I've not been keeping the track on the penalties.
I haven't either.
On the game now, you can, when you ask for details on the driver in front, where he tells you what tyres are on and what the time difference is, what the last lap was. Now they also tell you if they have any hard penalties.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. But then some people have these sim dashboard things which displays all that information, and I thought, hang on, that's not fair. If they can see what penalties people have got and I can't, but it turns out in the game you just ask Jeff anyway. And if they've got a penalty, they'll tell you. But if they haven't got a penalty, they won't say anything. So I didn't notice for a while because nobody I was racing had penalties.
Yeah, I didn't even know that at all. Because I was using the Sim Dash, but it wasn't very reliable. So I just stopped using it.
Mr. Flash is now dropped 10 seconds from Jordan. But of course Mr. Flash is yet to pit. He's still on the same tyres he was at the beginning.
It's not surprising that Lee's catching him, but it'll be a true test of when we see Flash pit, how much he can gain on Jordan.
Although, like you were saying earlier, Flash is nearly 12 seconds behind Jordan, and Lee is nearly 2 seconds behind Flash. So, in fact, Lee is 14 seconds behind Jordan.
Yeah.
But he was only 11 earlier.
True. Yeah, it's definitely those two have been pretty much the class of the field all season so far, so it'll be good to see.
Yeah. It will be hard to catch McLaren in the constructors. I think it'd be hard to catch Lee in the drivers as well, to be fair. I shall double check, but I'm sure Lee is on something in the region of 130 points.
That's a lot of points for the beginning of the season.
Yeah. Lee is on 137 points. Second is Paulie Orange with 80 points.
Yeah, that just
he's
shows
got
you the dominance.
57-point lead.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could not turn up for 2 races and still be in the lead.
Yeah, that's crazy when you're that fast. As long as I start and I finish, it's probably a podium.
Well, equally, as he's demonstrated here, he had a qualifying ban, but he's currently fighting for 2nd place. And we're not even halfway into the race. And I think he will very shortly have that.
I think he has him. Yep, in turn 1.
In using the harder compounder tyres as well. But actually, yes, just a flash. Again, still running them same tyres from the start.
27 laps. Yeah. The thing about the long game is how long can you run the long game? Because if you know what I'm saying, yeah, if you run it really long, then you know the interval's gonna get way bigger to where maybe you're not racing for the lead, maybe you're aiming at a podium. Because if he gets too far ahead, he could pit again and it won't even matter. So
yeah. And Jordan just coming down to the start-finish straight to start lap 29, 14 seconds ahead as we finish. So he is managing his drive very well. Glocky, I think, just made a pass on camera.
Oh yeah. They seem a bit little. There's only very few battles now. Everyone's a little more than a second spread out. Seems other than a couple little incidents in the first couple laps, it's been pretty clean.
It has been quite clean, really. I mean, AL1 is definitely a fast-paced but fair league. I think AL2 is still relatively fast-paced. I think we're all too gentlemanly, like, I think.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. I would have to agree with the gentlemanly. Yeah, a little more than AL1.
But I think AL1 is full of bloodthirsty champions.
True, I agree with that.
A lot of race etiquette. You can still see where people race fair. Just I think sometimes it gets a bit heated. Hence the three bans this week.
Very passionate racers.
Yes, that's what I should have said.
I don't know, have you noticed in the update like any more marbles on the track? The only place I ever noticed it was like just now in the hairpin. You can see a lot of them build up off of the line, but I haven't seen any really anywhere else. Because one of the updates was supposed to fix some of that, but being on the track and racing, I'm not looking for it, so...
No. I can't really say I've noticed either.
You can see him in the corner, you can kind of see him in turn 1. But definitely the hairpin. Everyone seems a bit spread out except for Cameron and Glocky.
Yeah, I'll just drop into them now, yeah. But you are right, this DRS zone doesn't produce very much.
No.
If anything, all it does is just help guarantee that you're going to get DRS in Sector 3.
Yeah, I think it's a, Yeah, I think it's like just a setup. Like, okay, if I'm within a second, I got this DRS, I can gain maybe 2/10 going into the hairpin, and then I get close enough to actually complete the pass coming down the straight before the Wall of Champions.
So he's going to have DRS again, although he's got 3% battery. So
yeah, that's not going to be a lot of good.
Mind you, Glock is probably the same, yeah.
Yeah, true.
So 2 dead batteries trying to overtake each other.
Yeah.
Sounds like the start of a bad joke.
Yeah. They come so close to that wall.
They do.
They even have sound effects. That's what I'm talking about. That was on point too. My wife can do that. Should get her on commentary.
Oh, big block up there from Lucky.
It's just crazy to sit and watch this because you would imagine, like, if you were in a real car, like you and I, your tires would be so flat at this point.
Yeah. And Cameron on the inside. Is Blocky going to try and come back? Cameron, of course, will have DRS again. They've both got just as much battery as each other.
It's like from studying these two that they're not very keen on saving anything in the battery.
No.
But I mean, if you got it, use it.
Well, if you ain't got it, you can't use it.
True.
But I mean, I have experienced it all the time myself. You know, when you're trying to catch somebody and you're trying to use your battery to help you. But then as soon as you do manage to overtake them, you'll then all of a sudden, you've got to defend from them as well.
Yeah, and it makes it even harder.
They're then catching you, so sometimes it feels like you're constantly trying to use your battery. It's only if you're in a position like Jordan, who's now 16 seconds ahead. He's doing well. He's doing really well, actually.
Yeah, he really is.
And that is Cameron in the pits. It's the 22 laps on the Ultra. I've noticed as well, Paulie Orange and Mr. Flash have gone on to the Super Softs. Much later than obviously Lee Finley was forced.
Cameron on the hyper.
Oh, what's he doing?
I think that's a bad call. that's very bad.
No, they know better than we do, unless they know that it might bring some.
Yeah.
Which there's a chance, looking at the clouds, but I think that it's a way off yet. If it is the rain.
Yeah, I think the time period in between him wearing his tires out and rain, if it is coming, is they'll wear out before the rain gets here.
Now, this is an interesting battle. We've got Mr. Flash in 8th place, who's right behind Chewy. Now, Mr. Flash is on 4-lap old Super Softs, and Chewy is on 25-lap old Ultra Softs. And I think Mr. Flash is going to have the better speed. He's also got DRS right now.
Yeah. I think that bit of DRS is really what helped him.
That was a quick and easy pass, I think.
Fair enough. The rubber's really starting to build up in turn 1. I can really notice it now. That's because now I probably never looked at it before, but now that I'm actually in depth looking at it, you can see it a little. Not a lot of places, but definitely there.
Jordan carrying on on his now 19-lap-old ultra soft.
And the gap is, I mean, it stayed about the same.
I think he's slowly increasing his gap.
Yeah.
So these ultra softs are really working for him.
Yeah, they definitely are.
I mean, if he does increase his gap much more, like you said, he might be able to pit and get out before Lee can catch him.
Yeah, I think the route he went is probably the best strategy you could have taken in the race.
I mean,
now, granted, the situation Lee was in, obviously that's what you'd have to do. It would have. I mean, you probably could have put on another set of ultra softs, but what good does that do if you just gain the ground back and then lose it again?
right. And Cameron, who's just put the hyper softs on, just set the fastest lap. 1:11.7, which is faster than last season's fastest lap. However, as I said, it was quite wet last season, so that might have something to do with it as well. Ooh, and Facillo into the pits.
I'm really surprised no one has sent him a message.
I think it's probably a bit too late to send him a message now, if nobody else.
Ah, yeah, oh yeah.
Something that'll have to be dealt with at the end.
Yeah. I've seen quite a few penalties the last couple of laps.
I have as well.
Ooh, Cameron sets the fastest lap again.
Boom.
Boom.
He's also caught right onto his teammate, Chewy.
Seems like that's the only battle on the track right now. I think it's going to be quick and painless. Yeah, he's already there. And then the DRS is actually going to help him there. Yeah, yeah. You have to like physically be on their gearbox coming out of the corner for it to work. And they probably need really, really worn out tires.
So they have spread out quite a bit more now.
Yeah.
So let's have a little rundown of the current positions. So we've got Jordan Moss in P1, Lee Finley in P2, Harry Ben in P3, Glocky in P4, Paulie Orange in P5, Mr. Flash in P6, Cameron in P7, Facillo in P8, and Chewy in P9, just coming out of the pits. Wait, is that his first pit? No, we pitted before, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Oh, he's quite a distance down now, unfortunately. Although the top 4 drivers, they've got... Oh, there's one.
Oh, to the inside. Cameron on Flash. And then obviously, yeah, he gave me like the worst camera angle of him passing, where you couldn't see anything.
Yeah, top 4 drivers have all got over 20 lap old tyres. Usually the person in the best position, really. Well, it's tight between Lee Finley and Jordan.
Ooh, Cameron again. You're gonna see quite a few of those. Ooh, Lee. So is Dev supposed to join us, or?
He was. He's ooh. Lee just touched the wall with champions. Yeah, he was, but again, one of these horrible glitchy things. When you join the lobby halfway through, it just seems to cause problems.
Yeah.
So we, because you've joined me, and we're doing the commentary, I think we'll stick with it for now.
Give Dev the night off. I mean, we could always like put him out on the track like Martin Brindle and let him talk about the corners, or he could just make jokes.
Although we haven't had to rate this commentary 18 yet, and if Devs was in, I think we would have had to rate it 18 by now.
Probably the second word out of his mouth would have had to have been rated 18, yeah.
No, but I did enjoy doing it with Devs before. It was,
yeah.
Really good, and I'm hoping, nudge nudge, that some of the AL1 guys will look at doing it for AL2.
Yeah, let's hope so. Because like usually after our AL2 race, I'll go back and watch it. But yeah, if it's good enough, I'll watch the commentary and not my own.
Well, I did race in another league for a little while, and they did live stream commentary.
Did it make it better later on going back and watching it?
It did, except for the fact that I was quite slow and hardly ever looked at them, so it was just, yeah.
Are you hoping for the rain dance on Friday?
I don't know. If it was 2017, the answer would have been 100% yes, because I seem to suffer less in the rain than everybody else did, but with all the other commitments I've got in life at the minute, I've not been able to practice very much, so I seem to struggle with setup and pace, and then as soon as the weather comes as well, it just changes.
It feels like, I mean, because what, I don't think there's been any rain in actual race in the AL2 season this year. I don't think there's been any rain specifically in the race, but
there's not been much that I can recall. Cameron is going to have DRS on poorly.
And
he's also still got his Microsofts on, so yeah, he's...
I wonder how long those things are going to last.
Oh, and Paulie's trying to fight back.
Got a good run off the corner. Oh, no,
he did.
Yeah, I think that... Oh, looked like he almost got in the grass a little. Yeah, I think the thing with the wet is the setups are already very sensitive compared to what they were before, and now it's just you change one thing and it totally changes the complexion. Like the car will drop completely fine, but the second you move anything, it turns into driving pretty much like a dump truck. So it's hard to find the balance between if it does rain and then if it doesn't, still being able to push the limit.
Yeah, I feel like curbs have changed this game.
They really have.
On 2017, but you run curb on here. If your setup isn't very curb friendly, as soon as you touch the curb, that's it, you're off. And then again, this brings on to the wet. As soon as it's wet and you touch a curb, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty much ice skating at that point.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit more forgiving now that we're on full damage rather than simulation damage like it was in Season 9. Season 9 was eventful.
Yeah, that would have been my other question, is why did you guys switch? Was there something that, or is just nobody could keep?
Well, there was just a lot of DNFs, and it seemed that you could enjoy more racing with it being on full damage, because if there was a little mistake, then you wasn't completely out of the race.
Yeah.
Get a new wind or try and manage your damage. Whereas on sim damage, it was just the slightest mistake sometimes, and your car was written off. And
Yeah.
a lot of people suffered a lot of punches. I've never suffered a puncher on this game or any other Formula One game so far.
Was it
I think
from just debris on the track, or?
Yeah, just like random punches.
That wouldn't be very fun.
I mean, it does bring an element of realism to it, and
yeah, if you want that complete immersed feeling of doing it, then yeah, absolutely. But for a lot of especially like casual gamers or people that like to race but not like all the time, then I mean you're not gonna. It's a little more forgiving to not have it on.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And I think that was the overall idea. I mean, I still wouldn't mind it if it was on, but it's just like I say, one little mistake sometimes, and it's just not forgiven.
Yeah, I think it was lap. It was in the first handful of laps at Monaco. I went through the pool section and I hit one curb and I got sideways, and as hard as I hit the wall, probably should have DNF'd the fitness simulation, but just like barely knocked my wing off. So I'm like, okay, in that aspect, absolutely, I'm all for just full damage, but if it was simulation, I would have been gone. So,
yeah. Harry Ben in the pits.
Oh, Jordan just came out of the pits.
Jordan,
it's a battle for the lead.
See, now Lee is 34 laps on his super softs, but Jordan is going to have a lot more grip, and he takes him in that DRS zone. We were saying there was going to be no overtakes him.
Well, they proved us wrong. The DRS zone did its job.
Well, Jordan has got nearly 100% battery, so he's going to be able to defend hard down here. Lee Finley's got DRS, but again, I don't think Lee Finley's got the flat-out speed, straight-line speed.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Because he had DRS on him then, it didn't seem to close the gap very much. So Jordan has got a winning setup.
Yeah, he's definitely got the pace in the setup.
I think he's just made his winning move as well. Because he's pitted at the right time, he's come out. Okay, he was behind Lee, but he's overtook him in one lap. Now he's got fresh tyres, which should last to the end of the race.
Yeah.
And his biggest threat was Lee, and Lee's got 35 lap old tyres.
Yeah, if you go by what Flash,
but
yeah, if you go by what Flash did, then absolutely, because Flash did what, almost 30 laps on him, so definitely 20, 25 will definitely get you to the end.
Yeah. Right, so we've got battle for third place: Cameron, Paulie, and Facillo.
As Poorly was already overtaken by Cameron, wasn't he? Had to have with the hypersofts.
Yes, he did. But he's not pulled away.
No, he hasn't. Not as quick as you would have liked.
Oh, Lee's pitted. He's come out on some ultras and he's behind all that traffic.
And I think that was it. In my eyes, that's the right call, because I really think that at the end of the day, he would have just kept falling back and probably would have fell into the guys behind him's arms. So, but, yeah.
You know, if this was a bit more real, you'd have hoped that his garage would have got him in and out of the pits.
Oh, absolutely. Because this is going to be a nightmare to get through.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, Jordan's going to pull further and further away.
Yeah. I think P1 is probably slightly out of reach for Lee.
I think so. I would have to
But
agree
this
with
is
that.
where he needs to get through these 3 cars without them making any mistake, causing him any damage, or vice versa.
Yeah, and I think, I don't know. Oh, and Cameron's coming back in.
Cameron's in.
That's one less for him to pass.
Yeah, but he was the one with the hypers on, which we knew wasn't going to last.
Yeah, I think it's worth noting too that I think Flash hurt himself by staying out so long on the tires since he's running in P9. Because where he was, what, in P2? And then after the pit, he just hasn't really moved at all.
Cameron came out in front of Chewy. So we did do well on them hypersofts, because he passed Chewy on them. And then now
Pulled enough of a gap to stay in front of him after he pitted.
yes, and Lee Finley up on the inside of Vassillo. But Lee Finley, has he got the straight line speed? He's got DRS.
Oh, it looked like it was going to be 3 wide for a second. I think he just backed out and let it, yeah a little conservative move.
Well, I think he knows. He just has to wait for the right opportunity to get past him.
And that's the hard part, is getting frustrated. Yeah, you get frustrated so much sitting behind someone where you know they got worn out tires and you want to get around them. It's just really frustrating to try to find the spot to where, okay, they had a really good corner, I can't get to you. I have a really good one, but it's not in an area where I can really overtake that well, so I don't want to risk it. I think the DRS is coming in handy right there again. Got him.
Yeah. Well, Paul leads on 27 lap old super. So
True.
I don't think he was going to
give him much of a fight. Yeah.
Ooh. He was very close to the back end of the event. But he'll have a free DRS off him now, I imagine. Yeah. The other thing we need to wait and see is the pennants. I know I've seen one name come up a few times, not mentioning names yet. Oh, lock up by Lee. He's looking up the inside of Vassillo.
Oh, he's definitely. Oh, a little bit of
Touch the
dirt.
grass.
Yeah.
He's made the pass though. He's in front of him now.
22 seconds up the road is Jordan. It's going to come down to who's got the better setup, because they're on pretty much evenly matched tires now.
Well, Jordan's been able to maintain the pace and match, if not do better than Lee most of the race, although they've had slightly different strategies.
Yeah.
Now they're both on similarly aged tyres, I think there's not going to be much difference in time from the end.
Yeah, and with enough laps until the end, I don't see it happening either.
It depends how they've managed to fuel as well.
Yep.
Canada's a very fuel-happy lap, though. You know, it doesn't take a lot of fuel for you to get round.
Yeah. Oh, Glocky and Harry Benton. Looks like there's about to be an overtake here. Oh, to the outside.
Glocky looking on the
Lock
outside,
up.
locks up a little bit. Oh, can he tuck it back in? That was close.
I really haven't noticed, like, being off the racing line too. Does it, picking up those marbles, does it cause any problems in the corners either? Especially like, ooh, they're really close.
Ooh, they are. Ooh, fair play.
But especially maybe coming out of the pits, picking it up on your tires when you come out, if it affects it for a little while. There's a lot of build-up right there.
Noticed. It's not something that I do.
Yeah. Just imagine somebody just got in the wall. Oh, that was Ben.
Ben did.
Yep.
It does look like he's still got most of his wing there.
Saw a little dirt from behind Blocky's view. Move back to Ben. Looks like this is going to be a good battle.
Now Cameron is on slightly newer tyres. And we know Cameron's got the pace because he was setting fastest laps with them hypers.
Orange is pitted for a new set of ultras. See how he fares.
Close to the wall.
Yeah, it looks like the interval's still going up from first to second too.
I think that must have been a mistake from Harry Ben there.
I think so.
He seemed to go really deep into that turn before the DRS. Sorry, what was you saying? The gap at the front.
Yeah, the gap at the front just seems like it's increasing. Seems like Jordan's got a little better setup. I don't think Lee has anything for him. I've noticed too, like, every time there's a pit stop or something, the group is always in threes. It's always three cars really close together. Just can't seem to find their way away from each other.
No.
Which is really hard to do, strategy or not. Sometimes you can get ahead of two people and you just cannot pull away from them. You may be just fast enough to stay ahead, but not fast enough to pull away.
Ooh. I mean, when you look at it, and there's like nearly 40 people in wheel to wheel over both leagues. There's usually at least one person, if not a couple, who are around your pace around certain tracks. But sometimes you've even got completely different setups, but the bizarre thing is what works for one doesn't work for another, and you've got different setups, but you still can do a lap within a few tenths of each other.
And see, I think too, it also comes into play that, you know, one person's setup on a wheel may not be the same for someone, you know, who uses a pad and uses no assist. Like, it's completely different. And then you have some people, I mean, their favorite track, I mean, you know, they're really fast there, but maybe not so fast, you know, be Lee Finley fast at one track, but, you know, for the broad spectrum of tracks may run, you know, from maybe P2 to P6, just according to the track, but I think I fall in that category. I mean, there's certain tracks I'm really good at and I feel like I'm really fast. Well, Baku, I won, but other than that, I just feel like, you know, podium to, you know, 6th, 7th place is where I pretty much, my target. But then you got some people that are just fast everywhere, and that's what's tough.
Yeah.
It also helps too, you know, a lot of people are like that in AL2, where you know, it's not, you're not necessarily battling the same people every week, because, you know, this track maybe someone's, you know, they're really good at it, or, you know, the next week someone else, and you're battling completely different people than what you're used to.
Yeah. But it's good. I feel like I don't worry when I'm coming up to battle somebody I don't normally battle, because I know that we're all big racers, and generally everything goes through pretty fast.
Yeah, unless you're at Monaco.
Yeah. Yeah. Monaco is its own beast.
Exactly.
Even the game struggles to process what's going on there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's a fun track, but it's I don't know, like in the States, and you know, with NASCAR or any other motorsport, there's certain tracks where they go and you're just like, why do you still go there? Like, and I know it's the tradition and it's been around forever, but some of them you just scratch your head. I mean,
the cars are a bit big for mine.
Yeah, nowadays they're almost too big. There's no getting, unless you're Max Verstappen, there's really very, very few places to even overtake.
Yeah.
It's a good track,
Jordan.
but yeah, Jordan's just
Jordan still 22-ish seconds.
Yeah, looks like he's just maintaining the gap at this point, because it really hasn't moved at all. I mean, it's, I think 5 laps ago it was 22.7, so just managing the gap.
I think Jordan's probably seen the least amount of action on this race.
Yeah.
He's just been out in front looking at open space.
It's good to do commentary for the race like this, because you get to physically, you know, you get to look at the strategy of what people did and what worked and what didn't, but also you see, you know, that being up front really, really does help, especially if you're already fast beforehand. So
yeah. But then of course we do this race Friday, but then we'll see what strategies everybody played here. Then it'll probably rain for us.
Probably will. It'll probably just ruin all hope, and I've already ruined it by saying it hasn't rained in an AL2 race this season, so.
You cursed it.
I did, and I also did the rain dance in Monaco when I was on a qualifying ban, and it rained during qualifying, but not during the race, so. My rain dance worked for other people and not myself, so. Jordan with the fastest
lap. Jordan.
Ooh.
Fair play. His ultra softs must be in the prime right now. Though.
Definitely that.
And also Lee Finley's tyres will be in the prime.
That and the running down on the fuel. Lap times are definitely going to pick up. He's pulling a big gap now.
Well, he's the only one down in the 110s on the fastest lap. Everybody else is in 111, 112.
It just goes to show you those McLarens are no joke this season in AL1.
Well, yeah, because the second fastest lap goes to the other McLaren. So, is that Glocky just catching up to Cameron? Or was Cameron just took Glocky?
I think he just overtook him. Unless he took a bad corner. Yeah, I think he's pulling away a little. Harry Ben's catching. No, he didn't catch. I think Poorly just got around him.
Well, looking at it, everybody's done a 2-stop, apart from Cameron, who did a 3-stop. he obviously chucked them hypers on for a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah.
But he's currently 4th. Obviously, Glocky is battling with him right now, but maybe that extra hit weren't that bad of an idea, actually.
Just, yeah, kind of gained him some ground. And it helps to know that, you know, not necessarily one strategy is a strategy that can help you get on the podium.
Yeah, certainly if Facillo is looked at for having left and rejoined, then that would push Cameron up. And then of course we've got penalties as well to consider, so we've got to wait and see how they come into play at the end.
It's going to be exciting to see.
But you seem to be doing quite well on the commentary. It sounds very natural to you.
That's good, because at the beginning I was a little nervous. So I'm like, oh, people are listening. It's gonna be, I think more than anything, I was like, yeah, I'll steward this race, but I'm not. I don't want to do any commentary. I'm not a big fan of people listening to me, but I think Hillbilly and the Brit worked. So.
Hillbritty.
Yeah, start our own show after this. Oh.
Well, I've currently got 4 people watching live.
Oh, that's awesome. Hello to the people who are watching. I think there were like 2 on mine.
Jordan has now increased his lead to 24 seconds. One thing I have noticed is this race, normally in our league races, someone ends up getting lapped.
It got really dark really fast.
It has actually.
Is the rain going to come before the end of the race? That could shake things up, definitely.
That would. What's everyone's tyres like? Most laps on a tyre is Facillo 25, which I think probably not going to be bad. You see a little bit of graining on his tyre.
Oh man, but we're, you know, the fall off, I think that's going to be the biggest part, especially with 8 laps to go. Put him at 33 laps, it may not be too bad.
No. He's got a few seconds to play with as well.
Yeah, definitely manage him. I think Jordan just put it in another gear. I think since the last time we talked about him, he's put like 2.3 seconds on lead. He's
found that extra gear in the McLaren that Lee.
He found party mode.
Yeah.
He found party mode. Seems like there's going to be a battle between Glocky and Cameron, or they can't get away from each other right now.
I think, yeah. I've dropped back to them a couple times now, and I seem to think that they're just matched pace. That's it. Unless one of them make a mistake, I don't think it's going anywhere.
No, I don't think so either.
Oh no, I lost 200 viewers since we spoke about them. No,
they said they didn't want to be recognized. They're like, I'm out of here. Don't want no part of that. I just wanted to watch. I didn't want to be mentioned.
I wanted to be a silent partner.
Yeah. I wanted to be an anonymous watcher, and then you called me out. I have to go. don't get me wrong. To be nervous to do it the first time, it's not too bad. So in the future, if there is more, I would not mind to do it. But yeah.
I think I was definitely nervous the first few times, and then when I listened back, I thought, oh
Terrible. That would be my thing. It's like, if you want to, don't criticize me. just say it was good. Just don't let me do it again. But
now you're doing well, man.
Appreciate it. And look, it stayed PG the whole time. So family friendly.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we provide here. Family friendly. Bring Devs in, he turns it into like the red light district and cover your little kids' ears.
He does live in Amsterdam.
To be fair, yeah.
Or Holland. He doesn't live in Amsterdam. He lives in Holland, not far from Amsterdam.
Oh, Blocky has caught King.
He has. He did just sort of...
Oh, he just missed the corner.
Oh, he's at them tyres. Oh wait, no, it's Priscilla with them tyres. He's only done 21 laps on them. He's struggling with something, isn't he?
Yep. Looks like all his wings in one piece. I think it's just the different setups. I mean, you would look at this track and then look at places like Baku, and you would imagine that like the tire wear would not be the same, but it is. It destroys the rear tires, and that's the thing you got to watch out for. Ooh, and Lee with the fastest lap.
He's still dropping on Jordan there at the moment. Obviously that fastest lap would have helped him, but I think he still dropped a second from, again, when we last looked.
Yeah. I think at this rate it's definitely set up. Probably more stable, not as much oversteer or understeer to wear the tires out. And plus having a gap like that, it gives you, I mean, you can be a little easy on and off the throttle through the corners to not destroy them. So
I think Pennington is gonna change it. Perhaps not the top three.
That's hilarious. So yeah, I'm gonna call her out. So she asked me, my wife asked me, she's like, where do I watch it? So I told her, and then the very first thing out of her mouth, I said, you know, if you're gonna critique me, at least say I did okay, and then just don't ask me to do it again. And the first two things out of my wife's mouth was, you need to work on your radio voice, and I heard you light a cigarette. So thanks. Appreciate that. My own worst critic. There you go.
Well, that's why we marry him.
Exactly. Oh man. So thank you, wife, if you're still listening. Yeah, no, that's nice. It's terrible.
Upstairs.
She got tired of listening to you.
Yeah. She's like, I don't want to listen to that. To be fair, she does watch the racing with me sometimes.
My wife watches maybe the first 2 laps, and then she's like, yeah, go ahead. I got other stuff to do.
Yeah. I think my wife's the same. So, oh yeah, I'll get involved, I'll support you, and then she watches and then like,
it's like my wife when I watch racing. Before or when I first met her, I'm like, yeah, I like to watch, motorsports and stuff. And she'd sit in the chair and watch it with me, and I'd look over like 5 laps into a race, and she's already sawing logs. So she's snoring, dead asleep, taking her noon nap. So
yeah,
she tried.
Yeah, this is what happens on a Friday night on an day off the week. wife sat behind me looking at her phone. Next time I turn around, she's got her eyes shut.
Gotta love them.
So Paulie has made his way past Glocky.
It looks like your pick was the right one, the safe bet.
Well, Cameron, I think, is just about safe. Mind you, it was Glocky that was behind him that couldn't catch him. Now
Yeah.
Paulie's in the mix.
Oh, coming to a lap down car. Oh, it's what? Chewy? Yeah. Well, come and take the white flag. Last lap of the race.
Whoa. I'm seeing a few penalties coming up.
A lot of people pushing.
They're going to be cussing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's still some close cars in the last lap. Actually, unless there's some big mistake. Oh, Jordan's catching up some traffic.
Oh, and Flash for another penalty.
Jordan is just coming up to Chewy. And I see some blue flags. So Chewy
should pull him
over here.
Yeah. Yep. Gave him space. How many wins will this make for Jordan this season?
I don't know. Lee's won a few. I don't know how many Jordans won, to be honest. But to be fair, that was, I think, perfect setup, perfect strategy.
Dominating.
Yeah. Because although Lee was there, Jordan's pulled away from him.
Yeah.
All by himself. So, fair play, Jordan.
That was definitely dominating performance.
But again, have to wait till the last screen to make sure we see who's dropping places and who isn't. Also got to think there's time penalties as well. So Glocky took Cameron on time penalties alone.
Oh yeah, he did. I didn't notice that until just now.
And Harry Ben. Mr. Flash, I think, jumped Harry Ben there because Mr. Flash is coming up saying 5th.
And now the podium. Be a long time before you see that podium, huh? 2 McLarens and a Toro Rosso.
Yes. Alright then. So results from Canada. Hey? I got experience points for that.
Oh, cool! I did too. Cool. We get experience for
Random.
watching.
So in first place we got
Ooh.
Jordan Musk. In second place we got Lee Finley. In third place we got Facillo. Fourth place we've got Paulie Orange. Third place we got Mr. Flash. Sixth place, I don't really know.
It's gonna switch around a lot.
Harry Ben or, well, in fact, I think it's going to be Chewy.
But the DNF. Yeah,
I'm
Chewy.
on about
Yeah,
Chewy.
yeah, Chewy. Yeah, Chewy.
Gonna be Chewy, and then one of them three that are left. I can't figure it out right now.
One of those three with a lot of penalties.
Because well, one's got 6, one's got 7, one's got 9. So it's
Yeah.
who knows. Well, thank you very much for everybody who watched or is going to watch. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to sign up, just find the Facebook page, the community on PlayStation, or the forum site, wheel2wheelracing.co.uk. Thanks for joining us.
Have a good one.